Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to your weekly reading for September 8th to the 15th. This is for Scorpio, Scorpio rising, and Scorpio moon. And we're going to jump right into it, Scorpio. This is going to be an absolutely amazing week. I love this week. Look at what's going on. I can't wait to break this week down for you. This is definitely get it done, but also go with the flow with the go. It's like one of those weeks where it's all leading up to something wonderfully optimistic. And you see that here. The blue asterisk, by the way, the best aspects of the week. And we've got Venus trining Jupiter on Saturday. We're going to talk about that. Okay. So it's almost like these wonderful aspects are the opening acts to the main attraction. All right. Oh, you hear that? The church bells. That's a big sign, Scorpio. All right, so let's get started. You know that on Sunday, and we are kicking it off on Sunday, September 8th, because Mercury is moving back into Virgo. All right, so Mercury is in its domicile in Virgo. Mercury thrives in Virgo. This is going to be for the next 2.5 weeks. This is great. Again, this is that getting things in order energy. This is focusing on your day to day. Remember, the sun is in Virgo as well. So a lot of emphasis on your daily activities, your routines, health matters as well. I talked about that last week. Work could be a big thing for you as well. But you're going to start communicating a lot more. And again, just really get in your groove. All right, there could be a lot of activity with friends and groups you belong to, organizations you belong to. I wouldn't be surprised if you were just being very social and having these like really deep conversation with friends as well. Virgo does rule your 11th house, so that's really nice there. It's also your hopes, your wishes, your dreams. So you, out of all the signs, Scorpio, could be just very driven, like speaking your hopes and wishes and dreams into reality now. All right, because Mercury in Virgo, that is communication. All right, it's communication. It's really nice. And again, it is, as I said in your monthly forecast, it's checking things off your list, your to-do list, checking it twice. That is Mercury in Virgo. And Mercury in Virgo is definitely more it's a little bit more Scully than Mulder, by the way. All right, so analytical, pragmatic, and you're gonna love this. Okay, especially because Mercury's no longer retrograde as well. That was a whomper of a Mercury retrograde. And that brings us to September 11th, Wednesday, when Mercury in Virgo sextiles Mars in Cancer. This is the day that actually Mercury leaves shadow, so I wouldn't even worry about that. It's just like there's no drip of like Mercury retrograde ever, like for the next few months. Anyway, Mercury in Virgo sextiling Mars in Cancer. This is absolutely amazing. I love this for you. Very harmonious aspect. Mars is your traditional ruler, has gone into Cancer. Remember that in your 9th house. And so 9th house is it's spirituality. It's your belief system. It's your philosophies. It's higher mind. It's education, publishing, broadcasting. Okay, travel as well. Travel could be something here that you're really thinking about, especially travel with family. Remember, Cancer rules family, like home matters as well. You could have a lot of energy around this. But with Mercury sextiling Mars, again, speaking things into existence, but it's almost like making sure that if there's a speed bump, you're gonna get off that speed bump. If there's like a big hill, you're gonna get over that big hill. This is you feeling very stimulated, but there's this undercurrent of emotions that's driving you at this point. All right, so I absolutely love this aspect, and again, I would not be surprised if you're communicating a lot more than you have in the past, let's say, month. All right, with this aspect, but also with Mercury and Virgo, especially with again, groups, communities. It can even be like a LinkedIn community because there's a lot of work activity, but social media, email, Zoom calls, whatever it is, you're definitely gonna be stimulated. Remember, Mars wants you to take action. And Thursday, we've got the Sun in Virgo, square Jupiter and Gemini. All right. So what's really interesting about this aspect are these planets are into Mercury ruled signs. That's right. Mercury rules both Virgo and Gemini. So there is a lot of stimulation happening now. A lot of stimulation, a lot of action, a lot of the wheels are turning. The wheels are turning for you. The cogs are turning. So this is really, I like this square. I like this square because, again, there is this aspect of let me break free from this. Let me do this. Let me figure this out. I'm curious about this. I'm going to take that step forward. I'm going to step out of this and learn something new here and see how this works. It's all about expanding things in your world. And this is part of your transformation story. Remember, Jupiter is in Gemini in your 8th house. Death and rebirth, transformation, deconstruction and regeneration. I mean, so there is this almost like this new you that's arising when Jupiter's in Gemini for the next year, for all of this year. But anyway, this is really nice. It's very productive energy. I did mention in your monthly forecast, it is like that Boy Scout, Girl Scout energy. I can do this. I'm going to be great. I'm going to get this done. I love it. Saturday, here we are. All right, September 14th. Mark this in your calendar, Scorpio. This is a big one. This is a Venus trine Jupiter. You got the two benefic planets getting together in this incredibly auspicious aspect to do something extra for you, to do something really special for you. Very effortless energy. This honestly could be your favorite day of the month. It could be your it's really, and it's such a strong aspect. I want you to pay attention to like the day after, the days, the whole weekend, all right? Because Venus is in her domicile, so that makes it a lot stronger because we are fortunate to have Venus trine Jupiter 3 times this year. That is so uncommon. Once a year, two tops. But the next time Venus will trine Jupiter will be December. But Venus is going to be set in Sagittarius then. So, Venus is strong in Libra. Remember, Venus rules Libra. If you want to think back to the last time we had it, it was January 28th, my birthday. All right. So it's what this aspect does, it brings pleasure and joy and abundance into your life. Okay, this is just your charm factor completely cranked up. You will feel like a magnet. You're gonna be radiating. You're gonna be frolicking in your, a field of, red roses, white lilies. There's a bunch of whiteboards there that you can draw on, do some artwork. You got money fountains there. You got chocolate fountains. You got TJ Maxx's, whatever you want. You got, that's the thing. You can have whatever you want this week. This is Venus, money, love, wealth. I mean, abundance. This is Venus, who's also beauty. There's some spas in your field. I mean, this is really, really, really wonderful, especially if you're single. This is the time to go out there. This is the time to let it be known that you're single, because Venus, remember, you're a magnet. You're a magnet. Venus trine Jupiter is magnetic. Remember what I said, your charm factor is going to be cranked up. And Venus in Libra is just very social. You're, like I said, y'all are going to be very social anyway. I actually wouldn't be surprised if a lot of y'all meet. Well, there's two things. If you have friends that introduce you to, you're the next person, and this could be career too. It's not strictly love here. Okay. Can be career. If you're looking for, something different, there could be someone and again, it could be a group you belong to, organization you belong to, that introduces you to that person, but it could also be someone in a group that you belong to, or a friend that becomes more than a friend. But in any case, again, Jupiter is abundance, wealth, expansion, luck, good fortune, uses aspect. It's going to be absolutely amazing, and you're going to see new things happening in your life around this time. A lot of peacemaking around this time. So it just seems like there's a new way that you're seeing things anyway. And then we are moving toward the eclipse next week as well, so a lot of changes happening for you. But anyway, the other thing, Scorpio, if this is a matter for you, I do get a lot of comments about, when is the best time to play lottery? Should I play lottery this week? But okay, so let me just tell you now, your odds and your chances of, with the lottery are a lot higher when Venus trines Jupiter versus a day when Venus does not trine Jupiter. So I'm putting that out there for you. I'm not telling you to do anything. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying this is money. This is money. This is Venus trining Jupiter, okay? Wealth, abundance, money, like, you're going to feel it. You're going to feel it. Anyway, let's get started, Scorpio. Let's see what's going on for you. Oh my goodness. Y'all crack me up. Let's see what's going on for Scorpio rising, and Scorpio moon. All right. Ooh, we had that little like wow. I wasn't talking for a good 4 seconds there. I'm a Gemini rising. So I'm always talking. Anyway, Scorpio, and you see that the party duck is out. Okay, the party duck is out this week because this is the week where it is my dog's birthday. It's Ruby's birthday and my mom's birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. And if you know any Virgos, happy birthday to them as well. So let's do it. And I'm going to pull a lot of clarifiers for you this week. This is definitely going to, well, yeah, this is going to be a week. This is going to be a week. Did I say I do a traditional cultic crossbred? I do. Yeah. Okay. So that's what I'm doing here. But because we were light on aspects, there wasn't like, a lot to talk about. Do a lot of clarifiers. That's what I'm going to do for you. All right. So, yeah, there's definitely going to be something here that I want you to pay attention to. Let's get started. You see money is a big thing happening, right? You see that you got the Queen of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. So, are you going to feel really good in terms of I made it? Yes. Is there going to be a part of you that is, when I say money's going to be a big thing for y'all, it's going to be a big thing? Well, because when you see what's happening here with Jupiter and Gemini in your 8th house, I mean, that's a finance house, okay? But shared resources, so inheritance, investments, bonuses, commissions, your partner's bank account, like joint bank accounts. It could even be business partners and whatnot, royalties, loans, things like that. But anyway, you got the Queen of Pentacles here. Really love that for you. Really communicate. That is a big message coming through. Have those conversations that you need to. I feel like you're naturally going to be doing that anyway. In terms of, remember, I said out of all the signs, like you're going to be among them at the top, like really driven in terms of communicating. Queen of Pentacles is really great. She's got that maternal side to her that I really love. But there is a sense of, remember what I mentioned earlier? There's, I did say red roses, white lilies, and I say that for a reason. We're talking about red and white. There, in terms of alchemy, that is really important. But you see here red and white gown here, but you also see the roses at the top that, a lot of things here that reference the magician. All right. So without going too much into it, there's a sense of, I talked about like fertility growth, like new things happening. Okay. So with Venus trining Jupiter, but there's already stuff happening for you, Scorpio. And there's already some big things happening for you. Now, this is really great. So there is a sense of the biggest thing that's coming through is like that trust, self-trust, that everything's working out for you. You having the resources to build the world that you want to live in, and you see it paying off. I mean, this is the Ten of Pentacles. You see it's raining pentacles in the shape of the tree of life here, and a lot of family energy that I mentioned that is it's probably a big theme for you. You see the 3 generations of family here. I mentioned inheritance earlier as well, that Jupiter trining Venus trining Jupiter, but also just the fact that you have Jupiter and Gemini for an entire year up until about May, June 2025. That's big. That's in your 8th house, inheritance. Okay. And someone left a comment recently about like, oh, I don't want inheritance. That means someone's died. No, it doesn't. Yeah, in some cases, sure. But inheritance is like, hi, my, parents retired and they're, giving me their business. So things that you can inherit from, other things. Like I've inherited things from people that I still talk to. But anyway, this is really great. A lot of abundance here, but it's just really coming into your physical world. This is an absolutely amazing card. An absolutely amazing card that you're definitely going to feel a lot of things that you've been hoping for transpiring. All right. This card is attributed to Virgo, by the way. And remember, I said Virgo rules your 11th house of your hopes and wishes and dreams. Okay. This is your kingdom come. This is the you made it card. This is, but also the biggest message is coming into your physical world. So pentacles are your physical reality as well. And so having that appreciation of the things that are growing in your life within your physical world, and really feeling comfortable that, you are on the right path. And for a lot of y'all, yeah, I feel like I made it to, this benchmark, this milestone, or even my legacy. Like everything is falling into formation. Really, really great here, especially with that wealth. Now, you do have the moon in your challenge area with the strength card and the King of Swords, strength in your crown, King of Swords in the root of your spread. All right. So nothing's going to stop you. The only thing that could get in your way would be yourself with the moon in your challenge area. But it does feel like you're just gonna tap into that intuitive side, more of your intuitive side. Okay, so and I want you to, a big energy that's coming through is a little bit of like creative expression. You could feel a little bit of like creative blocks this week. Just continue to work with your intuition, work with that energy, and you're gonna be absolutely fine. It does seem like there may be some not knowing what's next energy that you may be going through. But I mean, again, strength in your crown, King of Swords in the reader spread. I mean, we all know the strength card, and it just seems like you're going to really feel that energy of let's get it done. I'm gonna get it done no matter what. I'm in the right mindset. I'm just laser focused, and you've got this courage, and you've got this courage. And when I say courage, this courage is also it's almost like everything that you had wanted last week is coming to fruition now. Okay, coming to fruition this week, and you're recognizing it, and you're recognizing that that source of strength that you tap into is what's it's paving the way forward. All right, there's nothing blocking you with that strength. And then you have the King of Swords and the root of your spread. So I really love this because the King of Swords has so much power, so much authority. He's very intimidating too. If you're summoned by the king, the medieval times, by this one, this is the king that makes you shake at the knees. He's the only king out of all the kings that looks directly at you. Okay, so has nothing to hide. He knows his truths. No one can hide anything from him. There's no secrets going around. If there is, I mean, he's the King of Swords, all right. And there is a sense of like I'm ready. I'm very headstrong. Like the King of Swords, there could be some big communication actually happening. I mean, swords are the mental suit, communication, logic, thinking, processing things. And you've got the Three of Swords in your future. All right, so there is going to be some emotional impact that you're going to feel, but let's see what's going on. I mean, like you've got, remember I said there's going to be, there's going to be a little bit of you feeling that, oh, look at all these swords. Oh my goodness. Okay, so like I said, there's going to be a little bit of emotional impact in terms of there's changes that are happening for you, and there is let me look at what's happened for you. Oh, it was your 12th house. We did have Venus conjunct the South Node recently. It was September 3rd, September 4th. That is your 12th house. So yeah, there is a lot up here that it just seems like you're unrooting a lot of things. You're thinking about relationships in different ways as well. You could also be really just trusting your intuition in terms of partnerships and relationships moving forward. But either way, and again, that can be career, that can be, whatever that one-on-one commitment resonates with you. I bet a lot of it's going to be love. Wheel of Fortune in your crown. This is absolutely amazing with the Strength card. That's like a lot of power in terms of like creating this new path for yourself. I mean, you're definitely going to be determined this week for sure. Knight of Swords, clarifying the 10 of Pentacles here. I love it. Again, it's that get it done energy. It's like, I'm not stopping. There's no brakes in my, machine. I'm like, you're fine. You're good. Or what is it called? Car. You're gonna be absolutely fine here, horse, whatever it is. You see the fire under the feet here, so I really love this. You're really wanting this transformation. You can just, it's clear here, but again, don't overanalyze things and don't get in your head about things with that moon in your challenge area. That's the only thing, but it just seems because the moon is more emotion, it's more intuition as well, so trust your intuition. But again, this can bring up a lot of emotions, especially with Mars and Cancer. But then you've got the Knight of Swords here, which is more intellect. It's more, there's a difference between the physical mind and the higher mind. So there is a little bit more of, having that balance. Let them merge this week, especially with, the Venus and Libra this week in your 12th house. But this is great. So yeah, you could be having a lot of just communicating. I mean, you got the Knight of Swords here with the Queen of Swords with the Knight of Swords. That's a lot of swords. These are the three swords. I mean, in the courts, like, let me just show you. And so, wow, that's it. It's huge. By the way, the difference between the kings and the queens. So you see, you got the pair in the root of your spread. Yeah, that's big. That's big. All right. So there's a lot of you that are driven this week by communication, by intellect, by having those conversations, and really discovering your truth by having those conversations, or the reality, the truth of the reality that's happening within your circumstances. But what I was saying, the difference between the king and the queen is, in general, the kings, their powers are more exterior. Okay, their energies are more exterior. Like I said, this is the king, like if you were summoned by him, like but the queens, there's more interior. Okay, so queens, their powers are more interior. Okay, and the queen of swords is just, a truth. She's always seeking the truth. She wants to hear the truth, nothing but the truth. She also, the queen has gone through, so if you think about her backstory, and I'm not going to tell you, but because we don't have time, but she's gone through a lot to sit in this throne, and she wants fairness for everybody. Okay, but this is someone who's got this singular thought. I mean, you see that with the king here, you've got the two birds, and then you see her, the queen of swords, you got the one bird. So it's you. This is you, but I mean, well, you got the king and queen here, so there's a little bit more dynamic, like powerful energy in terms of boom, like it's all about seeking your truth, and nothing is going to stop you, especially with that knight of swords as well. All right, but again, communication, it may be you, again, just being driven to communicate this week. All right, even make big decisions this week. There could have been big decisions that you've already made, but I love this. It's just being very headstrong, very headstrong. And then, okay, three of swords with the two of cups. So you see that there may be something here where this is in your future, by the way. So again, with the three of swords and then the two of cups, very interesting, because the three of swords is attributed to Libra. It's actually Saturn in Libra. You got the two of cups as well. All right, which is a Cancer card. You got Mars, your traditional ruler, in Cancer. So anyway, what this is saying is that, yes, there's going to be something that is changing. There's something changing for sure. Something that you want to change. You're possibly seeing things in a different way. You're moving toward that reality. And as you do that, yeah, that emotional impact with the three of swords, but I don't even see it as something that's going to be hard for you. I feel like it's just part of this process, this transformation that you're asking for, that you're seeking. Okay, you've got the two of cups right after that. The two of cups, we call this the twin flame card, the true love card in layman's terms, right? It's two becoming one, two souls inhabiting one body, but there's that action to share with another person, and there's healing that comes. So it also, and you can see that reference with like the caduceus in between them. But it really is definitely going to be something that there, for some of y'all, yeah, it could just be a little bit of, okay, I've got to figure this out with a partner, with a relationship. It could even be very platonic. Remember, you've got all this activity in your friendship house. Okay, so there may be something there where you may feel like, okay, we've got to talk about this, but you're going to you may come off strong. Okay, you may come off strong, that's all I'm saying. So but you're absolutely going to be fine. This is definitely going to be something that, it's almost like there is some emotional healing. There could be something that you go through that you might feel like a little bit of a sting before everything gets like amazing. Okay, it also seems like there may be something that, well, I'm going to do one more clarifier here. Yeah, then you got the Queen of Wands. You're going to be fine. You're going to be absolutely fine. Just know that it really is that balance. Like, remember I said, your physical mind and your higher mind, two very different things. Okay, let them merge now. Let them merge. I think that's going to make a really big difference for you. All right, just having that balance here. But again, I just don't feel like a really strong energy with the three of swords. I do more with the moon in your challenge area, but again, that's just like not creating any fears for yourself. Okay, but should anything happen that is emotionally impactful for you, it's just not gonna have that much of an impact as long as you're in tune with your higher self. All right, now let's get to your stuff. Oh, and then the Queen of Wands. Oh my goodness. So yeah, you, I mean, like, are definitely gonna attract things that you want. If you are here for a career, she is the entrepreneur. She gets whatever she wants. This is someone who is very charismatic. So speaking of being magnetic, that's the Queen of Wands. That's the Queen of Wands. Absolutely amazing. Now, if you are here for romance and love and sex, because you've got Jupiter, Venus trine Jupiter, by the way, is in your 8th house. Sex, okay? This is just a thing, all right? You've got Saturn and Neptune and Pisces in your 5th house. Sex as well, all right? Procreation as well, but so could be a thing. A lot of sexual energy with the Queen of Wands here. Anyway, just letting you know, all right? So there could be something there that's really nice for you, or you know what I mean. Okay, so let's get to your stuff. All right. Okay. Wow. Scorpio. Oh, if you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Oh, I always forget my line. And yeah, let me know what's going on. Okay, so it seems like it's going to be a little bit of a week for you. I'm going to do some clarifiers here. Well, you don't really. Okay, so you got Judgment. Okay, so yeah, remember what I said earlier. You're going through this change. You're feeling this change. I mean, you want it. You want it. Okay, I want you to have it. All right. A lot of y'all are going through this huge spiritual change as well, and you're gonna feel a lot more of that as Mars progresses through, Cancer for the next 2 months. It is in your 9th house of spirituality, and then remember you have Venus in Libra, and then the South Node in Libra, by the way, in your 12th house. So 2 very spiritual signs that you, Scorpio, are going through. Okay, you are going through a lot of unrooting things from your subconscious as well, facing your fears. Hidden enemies could be a thing. Self-sabotage is part of the 12th house as well. But that's what you're working on. It's up. There's this new you coming out because you're letting those things go and you're leaving those in the past. But anyway, you got Judgment, which is all about this spiritual awakening, having this wake up call. This is absolutely amazing because you are determined to have this meaningful life experience. You make your life meaningful, all right? And you see that, and this is part of your transformation story. So really wonderful here. Judgment is actually attributed to Pluto, by the way. So your ruler, your modern ruler. Really nice. Now you have the 5 of Swords in your external factors area with the High Priestess. So again, there could be just a little bit of tug of war in up here, all right, because you got a lot going on up here that and it could be pretty intense. It could also be in your physical world too, all right? But I don't want you to, it's just like your spread comes off really strong, all right? So I don't want you to be too like dominant this week. Remember, don't forget, you've got the Knight of Swords, King of Swords, and Queen of Swords. So intellectually, even like just I would even say like nonverbal communication when the fact that you've got Pluto going back into Capricorn as well in your 3rd house. Yeah, it's just you're going to be fine. You're going to get the things that you want. You're understanding this transformation. You're letting things turn. This Wheel of Fortune here, the wheel is turning in your favor. That is fate. That is, new path opening up for you that you are manifesting. But with this 5 of Swords, it does really feel like there could, just try not to come off too strong, okay? Especially with friendship. Remember, you've got so much activity happening there in your 11th house. And then, even with relationships, even with love, there could be something there. Even with business partners, again, just something with partnerships. Let's just see eye to eye here, okay? Let's see eye to eye. And if you can drop those swords, that's the best ideal, right? This card really is more about like self-dignity, self-respect, and you've got the High Priestess clarifying it. So remember, again, swords are a lot more like physical mind, okay? High Priestess, higher mind. So having things merge up here, okay? And this is really great because the High Priestess is also the guardian of the subconscious. And remember, I said you've got a lot of subconscious activity that's happening, but there could be this big moment that you have of releasing something that could even, like I said, internal conflict or things going up in your head, that tug of war. If you go within, boom, you got the high priestess on your side. All right. So really nice energy. Three of Pentacles here. I love that. That's really great. That is you just wanting to work with others, really just collaboration is possibly going to be a big theme for you. I did say that communication is something that's going to be big for you. You need some other people there to communicate with for communication to exist. So really nice here. There does seem like there is something new that you are still moving toward. Okay, other people involved as well, and that could be the Five of Swords energy here with the Three of Swords energy as well. Again, if you come out too strong, like people could just have a reaction of like, and then you feel like, oh my gosh, I shouldn't. So that's another thing. That Two of Pentacles with a Chariot, very interesting, very interesting. Okay, so that is in your final outcome, the Two of Pentacles. So a lot of y'all could have a lot of different decisions. A lot of y'all could be taking on too much as well. Just find that balance, okay? Find that balance. He is the juggler for a reason, and he's good. He's good at what he does here. But, and it just seems like there is something here where for you, it looks like there may be a couple things that you may be working on, or will be moving into that you're working on. There is also some sense of prioritizing, remember I talked about structures, really prioritizing the structures, the systems that you want for yourself. Something new is coming through, by the way. Is there something new that you're working on, that you're hoping for, that you're wishing for, or has come into your life? There could be something new that is that's kind of like the shift. So remember I said you're going through this transformation. A lot of new things are happening for you, but there's that new. So something new that now you're getting your bearings with. Okay. And then when you have that like adjustment, like, oh, I got this. All right. Like I'm in my groove. You got the Chariot. So boom, 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 boom. Like not just going forward, having that bold, courageous, just that energy of the Chariot who was so determined and just not looking back. Okay, not looking back. Really amazing. There's actually, speaking of new, remember what I was talking about, the Queen of Pentacles with her association with the Magician. Well, you got the Chariot, the charioteer here, who's holding the Magician's baton, and so there are a lot of references here. You got the Wheel of Fortune, which is a 10, right? So 10 equals 1, new beginning. You got the Two of Cups here, which is inviting this new, fresh new energy with a partnership, relationship. So you've got a lot of new, remember with it. 10 of Pentacles here, 10 equals 1, new beginning, with the Knight of Swords coming after. So it just feels like you're just going to be very driven this week. But just remember, you might come on too strong, but it's fine. Just work with those energies in terms of, when I say coming strong, like in terms of intellect, like you could really, really, really be feeling this Mercury and Sun and Virgo energy. Because it is a strong aspect. All right. But it's all moving toward your hopes, your wishes, your dreams. Nothing is going to stop you. I mean, not like literally nothing's going to stop you. And remember, I said that moon energy was really strong. So if there's anything that could get in your way, is just creating a lot of like blockages in your head, and you don't want to do that. Remember I said that could also be you with that Five of Swords energy there, but it's just merging the higher mind with the physical mind, and you're going to be fine. Okay, you're going to be absolutely fine. The other thing is the moon is, did I mention this, attributed to Pisces, and we are moving toward the full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces next week. That is in your fifth house. I think I talked about this because the fifth house is creativity, it's children, it's love, it's relationships. There's something happening there. There's something that's could be a big turning point, culmination, and ending that comes with that as well. Remember, you do have this Three of Swords, but there's something new brewing here, and it's something that is, it's like almost like what you truly wanted. Anyway, I'm going like you're good. You're good. You're absolutely good. Okay, you're Scorpio. Oh, it's good. But definitely keep the pinchers in this week if you feel that. If people are giving you the look like, oh my gosh, you're coming out too strong. But anyway, okay, we'll go. Scorpio, thanks so much. Next week, we got the eclipse, but that's not the only thing. Then we got so many other aspects happening next week that makes it such a strong week. And I'm just gonna give you a heads up now, Scorpio, because of your reading now. We do have the sun trining Uranus, which is absolutely huge, and that's happening in your seventh house of partnerships and relationships. So again, it can be career, it can be love, it can be just whatever the commitment, your one-on-one commitment. Anyway, if you like this did I say that? If you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Did I? Y'all leave comments. Let me know what's going on this week. This is a lot of clarification. Anyway, I'll see you next week. All right, thanks so much. Bye bye.